leadership. Let's give us a leadership clap. Great. Good Friday morning. Before we have our guest speaker this morning, we're going to do a few things that we're all aware of, but some recognitions, and then we're going to have our Poetry Kings, and then we're going to introduce our lovely mayor, no pun intended, and she's going to say a few words. So without further ado, Mr. Moore.
Today is a great day for a lot of different reasons. We have our gold tie ceremony. We have the opening or the first step towards back-to-back championships for our basketball team tonight. It's Friday. We have the mayor in the house. The Poetry Kings are in the house. I like this. Maybe I should come in and be wrong about it. So let me start with gold tie. I don't think all my guys are here. I saw a few of them. You get your attention. I already had some 7th and 8th graders talking about getting gold ties. You gotta wait until you get accepted into a college or have decided on the career that you're going into. So I have a few more guys. Remember, we've already had about 10 guys that we've celebrated. First, this young man hasn't decided exactly where he's going to go because he has so many schools after him, including LAFYM University, Roberts Wesleyan, University of Rochester, probably going to major in biology and pre-med. Our gold tie goes to Mr. Kevin Bayonne. Next up. No, very excited. You gotta calm back down, though. Very excited. You gotta listen up. Next up. Oh, look at this. After him is Damon College, Quinnipiac University, Hofstra University. I think I'm forgetting a few, though. I thought University of Miami, maybe even UConn. Got a major in biology, physician's assistant. Give it up for Mr. Gary Whiteside. All right. Next up. Is here? Next up. This guy's come a long way. He's got the school and the basketball coach after him from Mohawk Valley Community College. Done a major in criminal justice. Give it up for Mr. Anay. next guy, whew, I don't know, I'm gonna miss him and I'm not. That's not good. He knows what I love him. He's even got a blazer on top. I don't think he's done here with this college right here, but Iowa College is after him. David College is after him. Give it up. Oh, sorry, I'm majoring in athletic training. Give it up for Devontae. David. I have two more, but we'll get those guys when they come in a little bit later on. Now I'd like to see though.
All right. We have, because we had to split communities between the bigs and the littles, everyone is not getting to see how we really started every Wednesday with our Portrait Kings. It's been a long time since we had this group, and now they're up to present, and I heard the poems yesterday, phenomenal. So give it up for the Portrait King.
Littles, you know, in poetry. High schoolers, you know, every week Poetry Kings bring the heat. First poet, up the stage, Ty. I'm so Savion Williams.
Hello. It's a poet called I am a young adult that used to be a child. My family would describe me that I got a bunch of style. My friends call me Ty, but that's still my real name. I keep my hands in the book because I don't play games. I remember when blacks could get the proper education. I learned the LAFYM is the O in many different generations. I hide that I'm smart. I second guess questions. I breathe out the next from time to time to learn the lesson. I shout that I'm black. I shout that I'm proud. I am Tyvearl Williams, a man no doubt. I see discrimination, black on black hating. I hear that you want me to fall. Keep waiting. I taste undefeated. I taste anticipation. I feel that I'm the best. I feel that I'm the greatest. I think that I'm the change. I know that I'm gonna make it. I whisper that I love you for making all the papers. I am the masterpiece. I'm a moving to Barbados. I want a lot of money. I want to go to college. I will for my family. I don't care if you doubt it. I won't never give up. I won't never quit. I can be anything that I want, real spit. I pretend to be nothing. My style is legit. I do it for the man. I gotta represent. I see melodies. I put trees out in my day. I dream driving cars and meeting up with Drake. I'm afraid to die, but it is what it is. I reach the highest limits to the sky like big. I say that I'm sorry, but I take responsibility. I declare for the world and hear my voice in infinity. I am Tyvearl Williams. I'm the man. I got dignity. I can make a change one day. I got the remedy.
Tuesday's Poetry Club. We got what it takes. Tuesday's Poetry Club. Please, up to the stage, our next poet. Reginald, the Hitman Hardy.
a poem called Black Challenge. I challenge for you to be the one to stand tall for education, to stay where others sleep, to extract where others don't want to see. I challenge you to say no to peer pressure, to annihilate pleasure by drugs and food. So which one would be hood? Do you breathe in like a hood? Think about this. If you want to be hood, the shit what you think you're good at. If so, within the police force, the army. Oh right, how can I forget? Spent day and night running from the cops. I challenge you to stop being the one to run from cops and beat up ops and mess with dogs. I challenge you, no wait, I dare you to stand tall and be the kid that is not looked at or just a racial stereotype. I challenge you to grow smart, do right in school. I challenge you to go where they said you couldn't, do what they said you couldn't, listen to them, that's what you should do. Do you accept my challenge?
All right, here we go. I got a treat for you. One of the kings, I took him to a poetry slam competition in all of Rochester. He placed third place. Please welcome to the stage our next poet, Tamere Hot Boy Herring.
Yo, before we start, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence for all of our ancestors that died during, what we went through. Thank you. This is called, shout out to my boy, Lamar, Eddie, Nigel, James. All right, this is called Black. What happened, black boys? We will rise, we will rise. That's what the king said. But really, since he died, all we did was decline. We used to be brothers that loved one another. We sang songs like Lift Every Voice and Sing, but look at us now. What happened, black boys? 400 years of being slave, beaten, that just kept repeating, but yet you haven't had enough. What happened, black boys? You join a game, you hope for fame, but really all you bring is pain. Pain to your mother, pain to yourself. You do all of this just to fit in with everyone else. What happened, black boy? 9%. That's how much of us they say will graduate. I'm gonna say it one more time if you missed it. That's 1 out of every 10. Now tell me, are you okay with that statistic? What happened, black boy? You can memorize any song by Lil Wayne, debate which sports player is the best, but when it's time to sit in class and take that test, your mind goes blank. You say, I don't know this. Complain to the teacher like you never showed it. But really they did show it. You were just being that black boy everyone expects you to be. Sit in the back of the class, play around and laugh, and yet you wonder why they look at us like we're nothing but a piece of trash. What happened, black boy? We will have to come together and change for the better. Because really we're right back in chains. It's up to us to keep the cycle going or change for the better. You choose, because we're too smart to lose. Let's make something happen, black boy.
Been to 2 poetry slam competitions in Rochester. Took 3rd place the first time. Second time he took 1st place and owned it. Please give a round of applause to Savion Rambert.
Racism. Corners and blocks hold a special significance these days. The stain of blood on poles and blood on the sidewalks. Shrines with teddy bears, candles, and pictures of those who passed on that spot. You see, nowadays people pride themselves on fashion and money trees. No matter how much money you have, happiness can be purchased or will be received. And no amount of money will bring change to your pocket, your hands, or in your wallet. Yet the change from those trees will buy you those shoes you wanted. Now you fresh, a cool kid, forgot about the struggle and how you lived through it. Your so-called friends give you some weed and say, be like your shoes, and just do it. You see the label they give our generation? They call it equality, we see violation. They see together, we see segregation. They feel smart with diplomas, we feel robbed of our education. This is far from funny to me. After Rosa did all that, we still sit in the back of the bus. After MLK brought us together, years later in our culture, we have no trust. Brown brought this Board of Education to integrate us and help us feel smart. But as you look, all you see is S on this kid's report card. Skipping class, late without a pass, all they care about is girls, gangbanging shoes, and showing off their... Whoa! Don't say you don't know the history, but then again, they teach it 1 month a year. Carrying the gun for protection, so basically you have it for fear. Sag your pants, chase money and George, but don't forget the ones who fought for it. As bad as it is, we have to face the truth. I'm black, they're white, but in God's eyes, I look the same as you. They killed a man with a dream, arrested a woman on the bus, and after all that's gone, those racists still and never will give up.
All right. All right, boys. Let's give a loud leadership clap. On this lovely Friday, we have our guest speaker come, taking time out of her busy day to speak to all of you. A warm welcome of applause for our mayor, lovely Warren.
Thank you. I don't know how to follow that. The young men that spoke before me, they spoke truth about issues that are facing our city, but also about opportunities and challenges to each and every one of you. I stand before you as a graduate of Wilson Magnet High School, a city school. I went on to college and to law school, and I returned to the city, not necessarily to become mayor, but because I believed in the city. And because this city taught me how to lead. The ground that you walk on, the city that you live in, set the stage for the world. When we talk about leadership and the fact that you're a part of the Leadership Academy and you're all distinguished young men, think about the fact that the city that you're born in and raised in and you go to school in led the world. And you can help us lead it once again. What do I mean? This city was the home to Kodak, Bausch and Xerox. Global companies started right here. This city was home to Susan B. Anthony and Frederick Douglass. Led the world when it came down to civil rights and abolitionists, when it came down to women's rights, and fighting for equality for all. This city, the city that I love, elected me to be its first woman mayor on the very day that Susan B. Anthony passed the electoral vote. So let's not forget whose shoulders we stand on. Let's not forget our veins, because you are leaders. Today, we have some challenges. We have to work on our educational system. We have to work on crime that's happening in our city. We have to work on unemployment. But I believe that with your help, with your commitment, with your dedication, and with your courage, we can do it once again. Rochester does not play the backfield for anyone. We lead, and we will lead once again. So I am proud to be here. I am proud of all the young men that took the courage to stand up here and read their poems. And for those that are going on to college, I wish you the best of luck. And when you go away, you come back home and you serve your community, because we need you. We need your voice. We need your compassion. We need your love. And we need your commitment to the next generation. The reason why I often come back to schools and talk about my story, and talk about the fact that I was born and raised here, and I didn't have the best life. My father was a drug addict. My mother worked 2 jobs to put me and my sister through school, my sister and I through school. So life is not always easy, but you don't have to be a victim of your circumstance. You don't have to finish where you start. I come back to encourage you that even though at times it's going to be a hard walk, and at times you may want to give up and think that I can't do this, I can't finish high school, I can't do this. Think about the fact that there are many that came before you and that are in this community today that sat in these very chairs that are leading. Judge Miller, graduate of Wilson-Magdalene High School. Malik Evans, graduate of Wilson-Magdalene High School. Jackie Ortiz, graduate of the City School District. Many of those people. Dr. Brock, graduate of East High School. Judge Caroline Morphin. All of them sat in the same position that you're in today. It is doable, it is winnable, and don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. Thank you all for having me here today. I know that you may have questions for me, and so I told Principal Moore that I would answer any questions that you have. I want to thank not only Principal Moore, but also the team that is here, your teachers, administrators, for their hard work and their commitment. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today had it not been for Vice Principal at Wilson-Magdalene High School, Mr. Bless Thomas. And high school for me was a challenge. I used to get into trouble because I was very angry. But one thing that Mr. Thomas told me was that since the 2nd grade, I wanted to be an attorney. And he said, don't let what's happening at home stop you from achieving your dreams. Because when you're my age, when you're 35, I'm 37 now, but when you're 37, and you're not that attorney, the only person that you have to blame is you. So whatever that dream is of yours, if you don't accomplish it, it's not because of your mom, your dad, your teacher, or your administrator. It's because of you. Because you didn't have the courage to fight. Because you didn't have the belief in yourself to do what it took to get there. So at the end of the day, you will stand on your own 2 feet. You will. And the only person that you'll have to answer to is you, if you do not accomplish the dreams that you have. So I want to commend your teachers, your administrators, and all of the people that work with you, because they believe in you. Now they need you to believe in yourself. So I'll answer any questions you have.
Anyone has a question for the mayor, please raise your hand. Please raise your hand. And then Mr. Simmons, Mr. Bonello, Ms. Casey will walk to you, and then you'll ask the question. Who has a question? Stand up, Keith.
Okay. I'll try. I don't know what's on my calendar yet, but I'll try to make it. It's here at 4:30. Absolutely. Yes, sir? Yes. I attended John Jay College of Criminal Justice in Manhattan. Yes. I had a Regents diploma.
We have two more questions.
What was the hardest part of growing up in the city? Well, for me, growing up in the city was great because I lived right next to Genesee Valley Park, and we would ride our bikes on the trails. We would play football and basketball and other sports in the middle of the street. We cared about one another. I knew and went to school with my friends that lived in my neighborhood. I cheerleaded for Southwest Coast and for Wilson. So it was really good. I think that the challenge for me was not necessarily my childhood as it pertains to my peers. It was the challenge at home. And so for me, as I said, my dad was an engineer at Xerox so until I was about 13. And then I found out that he was using drugs. And for a child that had her father all her life, to then have him go into this spiral that took him away from home, where there were days when he was missing, there were days when the car was gone, there were days when our furniture was gone because he had sold it. And I remember there being a time when I walked into the room, he had came home and you could tell that he had been using, and I started crying. He came home to harass my mom for some money, and I started crying, and I fell out on the floor and I said, are you going to choose drugs over me? Are you going to choose drugs over me? And he left. And so that was devastating to a young girl that had been really used to my dad being there. And I had to realize that that was his stuff. It wasn't my stuff. I couldn't control what he wanted to do with his life and what he was going through. I had to only control and know that trouble doesn't last always. That this position or this situation that I'm in today will not be the situation that I'm in tomorrow. That I can change my future and I can make it better for my child by working hard and doing what I need to do in school and going to college and becoming that lawyer and also returning back here to encourage you.
One more round of applause.
I know you have to go, but as your principal, I have to seize this moment. I need you to hear this. This is for staff, everyone in this room. This week, it was a roller coaster for me, because for 4 years, I had a feeling inside, because I knew how you guys could conduct yourselves. But you've shown something different, especially this year and over these last 4 years. So Mayor Lovely-Warren, I know you saw what you saw today. This isn't always how we conduct ourselves. I'll be honest with you. But I knew decide that this is what you can do. Let me give you specific. Respect the women. That came up in the report yesterday. The disrespect or the lack of respect for females. When Mayor Lovely Warren said she was the first woman to be elected, you guys clapped on your own. So you do know how to respect women, but yet we say things in the hallway that make women uncomfortable and in the classroom. That's not coming from me. I have no idea why someone would laugh about that. That's not coming from me, that's coming from the adults that came through our building the last 3 days. They had a lot of good things to say as well, but that was one thing they wanted us to improve on, and we will, but I had to point this out because you did it today. We have 480, well not everyone's here, but 400 boys in this auditorium, and look how you conducted yourselves. Give yourselves a round of applause. So what has to happen, you need to translate this into your classroom. So you're not being removed from class. You need to translate this into the hallway. So that when people come into our hallways, their eyes don't get large, like what is going on? This is what should happen. Again, I'm very proud of what I just saw today and heard today. We need to do this every day. That's what we do.
All right, let's say goodbye to the mayor the only way we know how. Let's make it loud and proud. Let's let everyone hear us in the whole building. Leaders, attention! Before we start, when we dismiss, I want you to sit down. We're going to release the teachers, and then we're going to go by grade level. So I will say, brothers dismissed, and instead of leaving, we sit down. I'll say teachers dismissed. Teachers leave, we will sit down, and then we will dismiss by grade level.